back to the channel. Which champion piece should I next make, guys? Or make next? You guys are going to help me decide. You're going to be the deciding factor. The time has come to make the fourth champion chess piece. I want you guys to see my gear, see what I got. So you can go over this with me. Leave it in the comments. Leave your comment. Leave your comment. Your opinion. Your proposal or what you think in the comments. What do you think, guys? We're going to look at the champ pieces. We're going to check it out, guys. So let's get right into the video. Thanks for viewing. I appreciate that, guys. All right, so I want to show you guys. I don't want you guys to miss anything. I want you to show you exactly what I'm working with so you can have an informed opinion so that I can make the best choice of which champion piece I need to go with my gear. So first thing we'll do, we'll look at the individual gears the gear that we have. We can do that one or two ways. We can check out the gear while it's while I have the gear on, or we can go to the cabinet and look at the gear. Doesn't matter either way. We want to look at that. We want to look at that, and we want to see what we're working with. So let's go into the gear, guys. Let's look at one first. Let's go to Cavalry first. Look at the Cavalry set here. There you have it right there, guys. That's what we have as far as Cavalry. A lot of these are going to repeat, or they're going to cross over to the other gear as well. So now that's Cavalry. I'm showing you my gear so that you guys can see which pieces I have and which piece you think I should make next as far as champion gear. And I want you to leave that in the comments, of course. So that's the Cavalry. Here is my infantry. And let's go back to Cavalry right quick. I'll let you take a look at the stats as well for Cavalry. I will go out into the kingdom and scout something just so I can give you guys. So let's take a look at Cavalry and see what the stats are for Cavalry. We are going to be missing quite a few jewels in there for this blast, Cavalry blast here. So let's take a look. I don't know if I have all of my, yeah, I have that on. Good enough. I could change it, of course, to push it to, you know, health and defense and stuff like that, and remove the infantry and range, things like that. So here's Cavalry. That's what we're working with here. Let's take a peek. Cavalry is at 902, guys, for the Cavalry blast. I will tell you up front, that's going to be the strongest. The HP is 449. All right. So that's your Cavalry set right there, guys. Without, as we're seeing right here, without any attack jewels, without any HP jewels, and multiple pieces. As you can see there, quite a few pieces that I don't have a Cavalry attack gold in there or stuff like that. So that's 900 blasts without that. So I don't want to hold you guys in Cavalry too long, because the purpose of the video is you guys helping me decide my next champion piece. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go to the next one here, which is going to be infantry. There's infantry. There's the stats right there. We do have several pieces, as you can see, that do not have a gold champion infantry, or a gold or a champion jewel, or infantry HP jewel in there. So as you can see, there are multiple pieces that do not have jewels. So the numbers for my infantry is 884 without multiple pieces having gold, jewels, or HP. So I can think right now, I'm telling you, my cav is probably going to be the highest, and infantry will probably be the second highest, and my range will probably be the lowest. And there's the army HP, pretty low at 342. All right. So there's infantry, guys, as you see what I'm working with. And let's go move it right along onto range. That's what we're working with on range. As you notice in range, guys, I want you to keep in mind in range that the right side is pretty infantry range strong, with the exception of this champion piece right here, which is cavalry and range. So when we're looking at the right side, for the most part, all of those are range. That was my choice in picking this piece here, which pretty pricey to make, guys. That piece is not cheap to make. For that one, I think it took 14, total of 28, which would be a total of 30 gold mains, because you have to dissolve or break down 2 of the gold mains to make 8 purple for that. So it takes about 30 to 31 gold mains for that, as you can see right here when you're making that piece there. Let's go here, and let's just go right here and go right here, and let's look at it right quick just to show you guys. 14. And just to, let's go here and say, let's go here and say right here, you only need to go there, you only need 4. And then on this one you need a total of, well, it tells you right there, you need a total of 14 there. You need 14 there, 14 here, gold mains, green, which is uncommon. You need a total of 14 there. So that's 14, 14, 14, and then you need 14 right there. And you guys know that it takes about 2 gold mains. It takes probably one. Let's break down 1 gold main and see what it takes for that. Let's go here and let's break down 1. Divide 1 is 4. Divide another one is 4. So you actually need a lot more, guys. You actually need a total of 4 gold mains. Almost 4 gold mains to make that purple. So that's pretty expensive. So it was a total of 28 plus, let's say 3 or 4. Let's just say 4 for the rest of these over here. So 28 plus 4, 32. I needed a total of 32 gold mains for that piece right there. Pretty expensive piece, but I needed something that was cavalry and range, because I had so many pieces that were infantry and range on the right side. So I had to come up with some type of cavalry because of the other pieces that I made. Now, that is the range there, guys. And as you can see, we have several pieces, just a few pieces that don't have any. It does have attack range piece in there. That's good. What about the rest of them? The rest are what I normally wear, with the exception of this. It does not have. It does have a gold range. No HPs in there. And let's take a look at the stats right there for range right quick. Let's go here. And here's range, guys. 877. I think the infantry was 884, if I'm correct. So range is the lowest numbers, and the HP is 389. Let's look at that with infantry again. 877 and 3 army attack 2. We could look at that as well. 389. So let's go back to infantry and check that out. I can move this out the way a little bit. Thank you, guys. All right. 884. 342. So I think the range HP and the range army attack was much better. 218 and 342. 218, 248, and 342, 389. So the range attack, army attack, and the range HP is much better. Okay, so now let's go to my mix set here, guys, what I call a mix set. Where right here, where I have most of the pieces there, as you can see. And this is where we're looking. What I am thinking is it's going to be, our options are going to be 1, the armor, the helmet, or the offhand. No, the main hand, I'm sorry. It's going to be one of those that we're going to be looking to make a champion piece with, guys. So let's go look at the main hand, the helmet, and then let's go look at the. We already have one piece there to purple, which could save us some time there, or it could save us a total of, I think, 2 gold mains if we didn't have to redo anything. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's go check out the stats on that. I think they're almost all 7s, almost. Yeah. In that range is the highest. Cavalry is the lowest. And of course, that can be played around with a little bit. We can swap things out a little bit. The army attack and army HP are about in the middle somewhere between the cavalry and the lowest infantry. So they're in the middle. Definitely pretty good, but could be much better, and that's what we want to do, guys. We want to get everything a little bit better with this next piece. Here's what we're looking at as far as our how many gold mains we have. There it is, guys. We have only, as we already saw in the last one, we only have 20, guys, and we know that a few will have to be used to make that into the next piece there. So let's go look at our champion pieces and let's get some things going here. Let's go to all equipment, and what we're looking for is the helmet, and we want to decide which one we're going to be using. So I'm going to scoot this over right here out of the way, and let's see what we can use here, guys. Now, with you guys looking at the gear that I have, the helmets that I do have, as you guys noted there, I have the helmets that you see me that I do have. If we need to, we can back up and go right here, and we can look at the cabinet. There you can look right there at the helmets that I do have. You can look at the chest plates that I do have, and you can look at the legs that I do have, and the swords that I do have, which again is your main hand, and you can look at all of that there, and there's the accessories. Okay, so now let's go back. Apologize, and we're just getting right to the meat of this. So our options are going to be like this, guys. What I use primarily is Bumblehem as a helmet, which gives me a mixed stats that can be used in a 055 with good army HP, or something like that. It's also a cavalry in a range. So what we're looking to do is, if we decide to make some sort of champion helmet, whether it's going to be the champion hem, which is still cavalry, we can use some cavalry because we're pretty heavy on range on our mix set. And then you got to keep in mind the champion pieces that I already have. One is cavalry, and I think cavalry, and we have one that's cavalry in range. And so we want this one to be a cavalry for certain, is what I'm guessing, is what I'm thinking. So what are you guys thinking here? A lot of army HP, which is a total really great, and it is cavalry, and then you get the army attack. So it would take a, you guys see that there, it would take it up to army attack would be at 53% at mythic, with 49% army HP, and that's without any astrolites in it. With the jewels in there, we can add from 53, we can add a 20% cavalry piece in there and take that 53 up to 73, which would outdo the piece we have already. Let's take a look at that. Not that there, but this here. Right now it is at Cavalry 67, rank 67, Army HP of 31. That's pretty good stats, guys. I don't necessarily want to move that one, but it's really good stats. And like I said, if we went with the other one, it would be at a cavalry attack of 73. It would be at a range of 14 plus 20 if we put a range in there or whatever for the other one. So it would outdo this one completely, even without Astrolites, and give army attack as it has army attack as well, and some army HP, 49%. If we were thinking about that champion him, I keep touching that, guys. Let me move it. So let's go back to our cabinet here and look at that piece. So that's what we're thinking about there. It's only 7 gold mains to do. Doing purple is only 7. So we only have to break actually one. That's actually 2 golds. We have to break down 2 gold mains for that. So we still would have enough for what we need them for. We would have 2 there. Then we would have 7 and 7 more, which is 14, 15, 16. We would have 16 out of the 20. We have 4 left after that. So that's one of the options. The other option is a infantry range. We don't need an infantry range, as you guys already know. So that one is out of the equation. But I'm open for suggestions. Cavalry range is the next one. The armament. It is a cavalry range, and it gives army HP of 28%, army attack 14%, and range and cavalry of 35 each. And if we put some jewels in there, we're looking at a cavalry attack of 55 and a range attack of 55. Cavalry and range, which of course is the same as this one is cavalry and range with 28% army HP. So this one would be, a cavalry attack of 55 plus 14, which is 65, 69. So it would outdo the other piece, and then give you army HP equal to the other one. So we'll have cavalry and range attack, army attack of 69% each, which does not do, a substantial amount over the other one, even though the other one does have some Astrolites in it. So you guys let me know what you think about that one there, guys. So the next piece we're looking at is a sword, guys, of some sort. Right now we are using, we have both the Frostwing sword and we have the Skull Crusher. Let's go take a look at the stats on that right quick. The Skull Crusher is it's a range piece, so we got an army attack of 30%, the Astrolites in it, and we have a range of 41% and a range. So it's really not a lot as far as, because if you took out the range of Jewel, you're only looking at 23. You're looking at 20% maybe with the Astrolites. So this piece, this Skull Crusher, looks like it's not really holding up to anything. Let's go look at it in the equipment. Skull Crusher. Yeah, it's not really a heavy piece, to be honest. The army HP is really good, but it's not really doing a major amount of anything with this Skull Crusher here. I'm disappointed at it. It should be replaced, if you ask me. The other piece we were looking at was the Frostwing sword, which Ours is infantry. That was our piece, right? No, we were looking at ours that we have already. Let's go here and let's go right here. Let's view it. It's an infantry piece. As you can see, we don't have an infantry in there, and it is also a cavalry piece. It is a range as well. It's actually a mixed gear. It does not have any army attack or any army HP, but it has good stats all across the board. I actually was using that piece for a long time until you guys kind of like suggested I use the Skull Crusher. Let's go to the equipment. Let's take a look at her. So there it is right there. It is 28 infantry cavalry with range 17.5%. So we're looking to replace one of those pieces with either this piece here, which is cavalry. We do need cavalry. We would like it to be cavalry, of course. It has to really be cavalry if you ask me, because I have all my other pieces have either range or infantry for the majority of them. You get some army defense in there, but who's using it, right? You get army attack, but no army HP in this piece here. So you get no army HP. I was looking to try to get some army HP as well. So that's what we're looking at there. 49% cavalry attack with a jewel makes it 69% cavalry attack. You can add some other cavalry attacks in there and take it well into the 70s. So that's 70% cavalry attack with the army attack makes it 90 something percent, guys. So we'll say 49, 69, it's 90 cavalry attack with the army attack in there. So that is an option there. The next one is the Champion Blade. This one is an infantry in a range. I think this one to me would be a mistake because I have so many infantry in range already. Now, you guys, as some of my guys has been reaching out to me, and I've been messaging them in game and online chat, and I've been asking them their thoughts and letting them know I'm going to be doing that video later on today. And a lot of people have been suggesting, you know, the him. I had a couple of champion partners. They got full champ accounts. One of my guys was my dude here. As you know, he's a beast. Press Trump there, looking boss. He was suggesting something, but I think he's late in getting back to me. So, but I had my other guy in line chat, Bobo, and I don't know if Taz got in on it. I'm thinking Maverick weighed in. I'm not sure if he did or not. I think he said something. I'm not sure. But let's get into it. We really want to see what we want to do here and get it done and get it over with. This will be my last champion piece, as I know of, guys. For the rest of this year, of course, for certain. Maybe some more next year. But then, by then, guys, by next year, which is not a very long time, but still, nonetheless, what kind of updates would IGG have to make what I'm doing right now so obsolete? I mean, really, guys, it'd be so obsolete. So the Champion Blade, I think because it is a infantry in a range, I think that would be a big mistake compared to the gear that I have, guys. I was looking at some Alpha Trex videos and some other videos of some of the other YouTubers, Duck Hunter and a couple of other people. I forget their names. I apologize, but I just want you guys to weigh in what you think, because as you see right here, I have so many pieces that are infantry and range, especially the cups. That one's my cavalry and range, and then that one there is infantry and range. Then we have the boots that are infantry, and there's an infantry and cavalry, and then we have a cavalry and range, and then we have a range. So it looks like everything except this plate here, all my pieces except the plate and the boots are range uh, supported. And so some of the guys was letting me know about should I make it where I can be able to run a 4-4-4-2-4 or 4 you know they were talking about the versatility of some of the options that we're looking at right here. And then the next option would be the replacing the firewall plate, which we just looked at those stats there that we have right there for the firewall, and they are looking like this. We do have some Army HP. We got some really good cavalry and infantry stats there. It is at a level 10 Astrolites, so that is a pretty nice piece. But is that one of the ones that we should be changing as well? Now, keep in mind, it is one of the few pieces that I have that are cavalry, so changing that would actually, like, it kind of hurt. So there's the stats that it has normally. It has an Army Max HP of 21%, and it has a infantry attack of 28 and a cavalry attack of 42. So it's a really good piece, to be honest. And if we were going to exchange that or do something different, we'd have to look at which champ piece that we would want to use. That is a cavalry potentially that can outdo this. That one takes 10 to do it with. And you got to keep in mind, I have 20 gold bangs. I could get 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, but you really don't want to go further in the hole, in the negative, in debt or spending on the game in general. Even if you do got the funds, even if I do got the funds, let me personalize it. I don't want to drop anymore. That's why I've kind of took my time with this one, because I could have done it already, and I could have got anyone. But yeah, so funds ain't as big right now to be continually just doing this. So I'm looking for this last piece, and that is the only piece that's left, guys, as far as a plate is concerned. This one here is a range Army Max HP of 35%. So that's some pretty big range stats, but everything we got is already range. So that's where I want you guys to kind of like tell me, what on earth do you guys think? What do you think I should do, guys? I'm thinking the options really boil down to either a sword or a helmet. That's what I'm thinking. And based off my stats that you guys see, and based off my stats, and based off the gear that you see I have, what should be that next champion piece? So I'm actually, guys, put that in the comment. Let me know what you think should be the next piece. I was actually, if you ask me, I was leaning toward either a sword or a hymn. I can't really figure it out. I honestly would like to have the piece to be a mixed piece, which would lean more toward the sword. But as you guys know, I actually do need some more HP. So HP could help if I go with the helmet, the champ hymn. So as a result, I'm calling you guys to weigh in on this, because I'm not particularly sure which one we should be doing. Champion Edge. Good cavalry piece. I don't know. Not sure. Or the Champion Blade. Infantry in range. We don't need that, right? Now there are other pieces there, such as the Champion. I did consider this one. It is a cavalry in range. 28 cavalry in range, army attack 21, and no HP though. That was kind of like an option, but I'm trusting you guys are going to consider the give and the take. You know, if I use whatever piece we decide to go with, you guys are going to have to keep in mind that it's got to be worth crafting compared to the stats that I already have or the gear piece that I'm already using. I don't want to exchange, like a Bumble Hymn for, say, something that's not going to give, it's not going to be worth using it for. You guys know what I'm saying. I mean, it has to be worth the exchange. I mean, the sacrifice, the trade-off has to be worth the stats, the extra stats in the boost. I can't trade a piece. Say I can't trade a Bumble Hymn for, say, let's give an example, guys. Let me give you an example. Let's go here. And right here. Bumble Hymn is cavalry attack, range attack. Let's look at this here. It's cavalry attack, it's range attack. It's army attack, and it's army HP. That could be an option. But I want the cavalry attack and the range attack to be of some type of significance. As you can see right here, I'm getting 42 cavalry, 42 range, 28% army HP. This one is cavalry 35, range 35, army attack 14, army HP 28. So army HP crosses each other out, they cancel each other, and the cavalry and the range are 7 points less on this than the other one if you don't count the army attack. So we have to be like, okay, with the 14% cavalry range, with the 14% added to the cavalry range, it makes it a total of 45, 59. So we'll go from 42 to 59. We'll get 7% extra on each one of those, and some infantry compared to this. So is a 7% cavalry and range increase worth it? Because if we did something like this, this piece is already astrolighted and it's already at 60 something percent each, as we saw. So what I'm saying is, guys, I am trusting that you guys are going to be, taking into consideration the trade-off has to be worth it, and it can't be basically, just throwing a champ piece in there. Because if that's the case, I could go over here and get a champ piece over here that is not going to be just as great as the cups. So we want it to make sense, guys. We want it to make sense. Now, if you need any more information, such as I'm not a rally lead, but you see my stats and basically if you're playing and you got strategy, you got your skills are up, then you would know which phalanxes and which army attack I could possibly use. Whether it's right now I'm stronger in infantry and range, as you can see. So 208, 52, 424 or something like that. Infantry and range. Well, that'd be no. That's I'm going infantry and cavalry. So that would be more like a 550 or a something like that for infantry and range. But we want to change that and be able to be versatile enough and you know free up whatever pieces we can or gears whatever we can to make the count look hit a little better. So what do you guys think? You let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I trust you guys are going to be knowledgeable enough, and you're going to consider the facts in there. And I ask you guys also, if you see a person commenting, check out their comments, and if you have a rebuttal or opinion, or to debunk it or to refute it, let me know. What's up to my guy Dean? What's up, champ? How you doing, man? He always watches my video. I appreciate you, man. You awesome. Hope you're over safe in the UK, over in Ukraine. And I hope you guys. I pray to Jesus, you guys will truly come out of that war. I pray that it will cease and that Putin would um, go hide like a fox. Anyway, that in Jesus' name, amen. So let's get back to this, and I think that's all we got, guys. That's all we really wanted to do. Um, and like I said, this is the last piece that we're going to be working on. We don't have any more pieces that we're going to be working on. That is going to be doing it for us. I did the coupon exchange and got the 2 champion packs, guys. And I already had 10 champion piece. I already had not 10. I had a total of 8, almost 18. So out of that 2,000 champion chests, I ended up with about not even a whole 2 gold mangs out of that, guys. So I don't want to keep repeating that. I don't want to keep running into trouble with this drop rate and this tactic and this lottery, this probability that IGG keeps kicking around, guys. I think it's a joke. So you guys, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'm gonna get out of here. And I hope you guys are able to decide which piece we are going to be using. With that said, I'm out of here. Have a good weekend, guys. This is KVK. As you guys know, I didn't do anything. I didn't try to fight anything. That's my dude Mav right there chilling. He in the cut. Let me get this out the way. You guys can see my guy here. He's chilling. Yep. He's chilling, guys. He has on monster gear. He's chilling. He's not doing much. I like it when he was in the guild. He was really like a leader. He's a leader. He's, some of you guys used to make certain comments in the videos that some of the troop comps he was sending or the phalanxes wasn't exactly on par or the best or, according to the, norm or the trend. But nonetheless, he was still great. He was still great because he was better than all of us. So, anyway, I don't have any KVK points, as you guys know. I'm logged in, I haven't done anything here. Nobody has scouted me. This is like the first KVK, guys, and we haven't even got scouted by the enemy. We got there. Nothing. I don't have my solo wars. I can easily get my solo wars easy, guys, by just going and attacking anything. Moonbox. I don't need. I can use those 7 things there though. Use those 7 things. I think one of the things you guys might want to see is my familiars to help with those choices. So let's go over that. want to show you guys my familiar so you'll know what to expect when you're making that decision as well. This one is a some of the shield to protect some of the infantry. So I think that's pretty much all the ones we got done there. Snow Beast, 3%, 6 is at level 6. Some of these I need to make some more fragments, guys, and take care of this type of this stuff here. But I want you guys to see that too as well, because it's part of the factor. And I think that Gargantua, I have not done that one yet. Calvary. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. Alright, guys. So that does it for now. I'm out.